Hello and welcome to my 14th video in my vintage audiophile channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Kenwood system that came out around 1990. It is a separates type of system. By that I mean there's a power amp, a preamp, and a tuner that are all separates. That is what a lot of people like to have because they say that by having bigger units, the quality is better. It's not so crammed in one space where they have to compromise. Today I'll be reviewing the KM-209 power amp, the KT-89 preamp / equalizer, and the KT-89 AM/FM tuner. The unit on top is actually a Rotel CD player. It's a very nice CD player. It is one of those that was produced around the same time. It has the 1541 chip in it, which gives a really nice live quality sound to the music. And first off, I will review the unit on the bottom, which is the power amp. It doesn't look like much. It just looks like your standard amp, but what's inside is what counts. It has a huge transformer. It has 150 watts per channel on 8 ohms, which is pretty impressive. That's a lot more power than most people need, but if you're going to use it in a setting where you need louder music, it works wonders. It is a 2-channel. It has set up for AB, so you can use 2 sets of speakers if you'd like to. It has a headphone jack, power on off, and a button over here which allows you to set how your lights there are going up, whether it be full power or 0.1 power. There should be another set of lights in the middle that indicate the power on it. But right now my lamp is burnt out in it, and I have one on order. I just hasn't haven't arrived yet, so hopefully that'll arrive soon. But you can get the general gist of what it is. It has nothing on the back except for 3 plugins to plug in the other units that you see above it, plus the output that is going to the unit above it, which is the input for the preamp. The preamp is a really nice preamp. It has 10 hertz to 70,000 hertz frequency response. It has a total harmonic distortion of 0.0004%, and it weighs about 7 pounds. The amp that's on the bottom weighs about 20 pounds because of the big transformer, and that has 0.015 total harmonic distortion with a 5 hertz to 200,000 hertz range, and a 120 dB signal to noise ratio. So it's got really good, decent, impressive stats. The preamp equalizer has a equalizer that you can control completely. As you can see right now, it is going. It has all the buttons on it for switching to your different units like CD player, tuner, tape 1, tape 2, that type of stuff. Also video 1 and video 2 for stereo output of video sources. It isn't a 5.1. Like I say, it is 1990. That was just before they started doing the 5.1 surround. You can record off the equalizer. Right now, as you can see, the equalizer is playing, but it's not turned on. If you want to turn it on, you push this button over here, and it'll show that the equalizer is on, and that really changes the sound. It also has a CD direct button up here to bypass all the internals on the processing on the preamp and just input a pure signal to your speakers directly from the CD player itself. It has a loudness button on it, which greatly increases the bass on it. It's night and day how different it is with that on. And it has a balance button plus the master button. Everything over on this side over here is all your adjustments for your equalizer. It puts out a pretty good, impressive sound, nice and clean, like I say, with 0.004% total harmonic distortion. It really presents a clean sound, no hiss or anything in the background of your speakers when you've got it your volume turned up and no source going through it. Above that we have the KT-89, which is a pretty standard sounding tuner, but it does have really good signal for taking in stations. I can actually get in a few stations on here that I can't get on with my other tuners I have. And it has assignable station presets. It has all of your standard buttons that you would normally see on a tuner of that era, either mono or stereo. For reception, if you've got a station that isn't coming in very well, you can turn it to mono to clean up the signal a bit. It's got your tuner up and down, and a timer on it so that you can turn on the tuner when you want to. Plus it's also got a built-in clock so that you can set so that when the machine isn't playing stereo tuner stuff, it will show up as a clock on it as long as the power is in standby and plugged into the wall. As you can see right now, I am playing the tuner, and that's what you're getting there. I do not have a cassette deck hooked up to it right now, so I can't show you a cassette deck, but I can switch it to CD, and you'll notice that both the power indicators at the bottom and the equalizer will go out. Until I push play on the CD player. And as you can see, the equalizer and the power buttons go back on because you're playing something through the system from your CD player. Like I say, the Rotel is a very nice unit. A lot of people probably don't even know the name Rotel, but it's one of those upper reaches audiophile type of company that produces a lot of good quality stuff, and this is no exception. I wish I could turn up the volume right now and let you hear how the sound quality is, but I don't want to break any copyright laws, so I don't dare do that. I've got it hooked up to my standard JBL E30s that I use all the time for demoing stuff. Sounds wonderful through those. The bass is real tight, real deep. The highs are real high, and the mids come in just fine too. I don't know what else I can tell you about this system except if you're gonna buy something like this for the 3 Kenwoods. If you get it like in a package deal, you're going to probably pay around $300. Separately, each unit goes for about the preamp and the power amp both go for around $100 or a little more than that, depending upon who you buy from. And the tuner can go from anywhere from $25 to $75, depending upon who you buy it from. So that is my video for today's demonstration. Hopefully I gave you some information that will sway you one way or another on wanting to get something like this. If you do get something like this and you're not too concerned about surround sound, this set will definitely do you justice. You'll really enjoy it, and like I say, you can crank it up as loud as you want, and because it's plenty power there, and it's good clean power. And please like this video or dislike it if you don't. Please feel free to ask me any question about this or any other thing that I have previously did videos on, or if you have a suggestion on something that you may want me to review, I'll try to accommodate you as much as possible, as long as I have it or something similar to it. And until next time, have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.